All right, let's move on. Another big story we've been following this morning is the IPO of Reddit. It did price at the top end of its range last night. It would be set to become one of the largest public debuts in years, certainly for a social media company. The stock will begin trading later today. The ticker is RDDT. Let's talk to one of the underwriters. Mark Lehmann is Citizens JMP Securities CEO, and he joins us now. Mark, give us a sense here in terms of your expectations once this thing opens. How is the book? What does it look like, in terms of people coming in and whether there's a stable shareholder base being created?
Great question, David. They had a very successful roadshow. And I think if you see the pricing at the top end of the range and some of the things I see in terms of allocations, this is saying all the right things for a stock that will successfully go public today. Obviously, one day does not make a public company, but all the things they needed to do on the roadshow, and obviously you had the guest on earlier, they've done. And I think they have created some of the buzz in the marketplace. They've created some of the buzz in their community. And I would expect this IPO to be a success, like we saw with yesterday's tech IPO, and potentially be a harbinger of better things to come in the IPO market, which we have not seen.
No, we haven't. We've been wondering where they are. So when you say they did the right things on the roadshow, what do you mean? What did they do right?
I think they laid out for institutions their growth plans. I think they laid out for institutions how they plan to monetize their community. And I think they really laid out a vision of why they went public now. And I think that was really important. I think there was a lot of skepticism about this roadshow for obvious reasons. They're being private for almost 20 years. And again, from the pricing and what the lead underwriter did, I think they did all the right things, both from an underwriter's perspective as well as from an issuer perspective. And again, I expect a successful launch when it starts trading shortly.
What about conversations around valuation and what the direct comps are there?
It's the right question. Obviously, it's not as large as one would have expected given its 20 years or almost 20 years. But they're hitting their growth curve now. I think they understand their communities better than ever. They are growing faster than some of their peers, their relative peers. So if you're going to be a buyer, you have to believe in some of that growth and that they can monetize that. They do have some real positives, but obviously lots of questions as well. And that's what makes a stock for sure.
Yeah, that growth curve, as you say, the CEO earlier, Steve Huffman, when he joined us, was talking about that. But some people are given pause by the fact that they've had 19 years to conceivably make some money, and they haven't really succeeded in doing that.
David, it's exactly the right question. And I think we've seen other companies that have tapped the public markets at a certain juncture of their growth. And why then? We saw Uber, which was private for some time. But I think there's a larger message here that they chose now. And they were, again, had some skepticism behind it. And it's at this backdrop of this tech revolution that we've, all been talking about. And we had our own tech conference here at Citizens JMP in San Francisco about 3-4 weeks ago. And I've been on the street for 30 years. I heard portfolio managers asking private companies, when are you going to go public? Usually it's those buy-siders who say, it's enough. And for the first time in a really long time, I heard some of those buy-siders say, why are you staying private?
Let's end on that question, which is why has there been a dearth of IPOs, given what seem to be so many positives, not to mention a stock market that's up 10% this year alone?
Listen, we've had a digestion of private market valuations for the last 3 years that has taken place. We've had a 9-quarter drought in IPOs. We've also seen the public markets explode, and I think there's some private companies and some boards who are saying, we want to test that market. And I've been much more optimistic that we'd see more of these. We'll see more in the second quarter as well. So I think now is the moment because they're getting those phone calls. Think just down the street in San Jose, we had the CEO of NVIDIA, the governor of California talking AI and all the backdrop of technology as if this is a dawning of a new age. And frankly, that's a hard thing to say in such a grandiose statement, but I think we might be starting one.
All right. Well, we look forward to them as well.